What is up, people? Shoquafina here, and I'm your coach of the Lake Huron Lanturns in Week 3. I almost said Week 2. This is Week 3 of the NBA Pokemon Battle League. If you guys are excited for this team builder and this battle video coming out tomorrow, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to get that battle video to be notified of that. So let's just jump right into this. I'm going up against Granville and the Boston Sceptiles. He's got the Mew, the Celebi, Chandelure, Tentacruel, Ditto, Zebstrika, Mega Altaria, Skarmory, Nidoking, Dugtrio, Virizion. He has a couple of Pokemon I'm pretty afraid of. You know, a couple Pokemon I don't have a good matchup against. The big one is Skarmory. I do not have a very good matchup against Skarmory. My one Fire-type Pokemon that can really deal with it is Blaziken, and that's iffy this week, thanks to his Mega Altaria and his Mew and other mons like that. His Chandelure, which can eat up those fire hits and hit me back pretty hard. So I was thinking about bringing Blaziken, but I'm not. I'll go over what I'm bringing and go over why I'm bringing them, because I have some good reasons behind that. But first, let's start out with the Mega Pinsir. Helter Skelter is here with the Swords Dance, Quick Attack, X-Scissor, and the Earthquake. I'm not bringing Return this week because I didn't have room for it. Honestly, though, if 4-move Syndrome, you know, Return would be my 5th move. But Quick Attack is there for things like the Virizion, things like the Celebi to do extra damage to. It's super effective. And just to give me, you know, priority against stuff that might be Scarfed and try to take me out later. Like Scarf Chandelure is a possibility. So I just want to have Quick Attack so I can hit that for some decent amount of damage before I go down. X-Scissor is there for the Mew, for the Celebi, for what? Everything. So X-Scissor just hits things really hard. Earthquake is there for the Chandelure, it's there for the Tentacruel, it's there for Zebstrika, it's there for the Nidoqueen, it's there for everything. Earthquake hits everything on his team except for the Skarmory. And that's the reason why I'm afraid of Skarmory, because I have a lot of moves like that on my team. Not only on these 6 mons, but like every mon I have. Oh yeah, they're good for everything on his team except for the Skarmory. So yeah, that thing actually walls me pretty hard. So I'm very afraid of that, but I'll get into that later on, guys. I'm max attack, max speed, jolly nature. I want to set up an SD. I want to hurt some things. This is not going to be my sweeper, however. This is going to be the thing that punches holes in walls and really puts dents in his team. Hurts him pretty bad. But I don't really see this thing sweeping him. It very well could, but I feel like this is going to be more of like a mid-game kind of pressure thing. Up next, we have our Laundromat. We are bringing physically defensive Laundromat, Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. I want to Willow that Skarmory, get it down low, not have to worry about it. I want to Willow that Mega Altaria, Will-O-Wisp on that Nidoqueen since I can't Toxic it. Even on the Tentacruel if I have to. I mean, I might as well just Volt Switch on the Tentacruel, but that's fine. I put one on the Virizion, expecting a switch if he brings that. You know, Will-O-Wisp is just really good against his team. Hydro Pump's there just because it's stab, it hits really hard. And then Volt Switch, I was debating on bringing Thunderbolt instead of Pain Split, but I want to keep this as healthy as possible because it handles his team pretty well. It's one of the only mons I have that can handle pretty much the entirety of his team, except for like Celebi and Virizion, but that's fine because I have other things that handle that anyway. So yeah, I want to keep this thing healthy, so I want to keep the Pain Split on there, and I need the Volt Switch for initiative, so I keep the Volt Switch on there. If I hit the Volt Switch on the Skarmory, they'll be able to tell me whether it's physically defensive or specially defensive, which is huge for me, so I might end up leading Laundromat this week. I feel like that's a good idea to keep this as my dedicated lead. Again, this is physically defensive, max physical defense, max HP, bold nature. It's just here. It's just here, ready to wash some clothes and take some names. And we're all out of clothes. Up next is our Screwdriver. We're running Sand Rush this week, guys. Last week scared the crap out of me when I ran Mold Breaker instead. So I learned my lesson. We're running Substitute just because of the Ditto. My plan is to sub predicting a Ditto to come in so that I can EQ the following turn and kill it, or kill anything that wants to switch in. Because he doesn't have anything that's immune to ground except for the Skarmory. You see that? That's still happening, except for the Skarmory. So we have the EQ, the Iron Head, and the Rapid Spin just to keep hazards off the field. 164 in HP, 200 plus in attack there. We have the plus for the Adamant, and then 144 into speed. This is just to make sure This attack spread is just to make sure I have just enough attack to kill certain things or to hit KO certain things, and I put the rest into speed there just to outspeed Scarf Chandelure after Sand Rush. I don't have to worry about that. It's just to make sure I outspeed certain mons that are Scarfed after Sand Rush. I don't think Chandelure was the one I was really the most worried about, but because Dugtrio was very, very fast as well, so yeah, it's just there to outspeed Scarfers basically after Sand Rush, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll outspeed everything on his team, and then just put the rest in attack, essentially. I want to make this thing fairly bulky to make sure it lives for a little bit, especially since I'll be substituting. You know, I want to make sure I can take some hits along the way and not kill myself with substitute. So that's the hope and the pray and the plan. Up next, we're moving on to Bulma, our Gardevoir, Choice Scarf, Synchronize. We're running Trick, hopefully to get that Skarmory, just so it can't roost up on us and spread spikes everywhere and just do general shenanigans like that. I don't want that. I'm not about that. Running Moonblast, Destiny Bond, and Shadow Ball. Since we are Choice Scarfed, we're running Max Speed, Timid. We're going to outspeed everything on his team, unless it is also Scarfed. I think the Chandelure, Scarf Chandelure, Max Speed, Timid, will also speed tie with me. So that's kind of why we're running Shadow Ball there, because I won't have to worry about it. And we're running Destiny Bond in case I'm low. I can just hit Destiny Bond if I'm still Scarfed and take out whatever wants to kill me. Destiny Bond's very, very, very good, especially at a Scarf Pokemon where you know you can outspeed everything on his team. And then again, Trick is there for the Skarmory, because Skarmory is actually a decent answer to our Gardevoir. Since it has the typing advantage, I can predict it, go for the Scarf, and then really screw it over. So that's the plan. Moonblast for stab and general awesomeness against the Mega Altaria. Up next, we have our Aviator. First week, we're bringing our Flygon, also Choice Scarf. I'm running 2 Scarfers because he has decent amount of speed on his team. You know, he's got the base 100s with the Mew and the Celebi. I want to make sure I outspeed everything on his team, barring a Scarfer, because I have 2 other Mons I can outspeed all of his Scarfers. So I'm actually running this thing as just pure offensive death to anything that wants to get in its way. I'm not running any speed investment. Actually, hang on. I'm running 4. I'm running 4 in the speed investment, plus the Choice Scarf. I obviously will outspeed every single one of the base 100s with the Choice Scarf. Max attack, adamant, or Lonely Nature. Why am I saying adamant? Max attack, max special attack, Lonely Nature. We want to optimize our Earthquakes. We want to optimize our Outrages. We have our Fire Blast there. That 2-hit KOs the Skarmory, and we will outspeed it as well, thanks to our Choice Scarf and the fact that we're just base 100 speed. So basically my plan is I need to get rid of the Skarmory, and then this thing can clean up with Scarf Outrage. That's the hope, anyway. And we have our Gardevoir here, rounding out the rest of the team with our leftovers: Sandstream, Toxic, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Pursuit. I know I've ran this set before, but it's just really good. Max Special Defense, Max HP, Careful Nature. It's just such a good set, guys. This thing's special defense is absolutely insane. So bulky. Especially after the sand gets up, of course, that gives us a boost to the special defense. Toxic's just there to really weaken a lot of his Mons. I switch in on the Mew, I can Pursuit it and do a good amount of damage. Stealth Rock's going to be nice for me, wearing down the Mega Altaria before it Mega Evolves, takes 25%. Wearing down the Skarmory, doing 25% to Chandelure upon switch in, you know, wearing down a lot of his Mons like that as well. And then Stone Edge is there just to do a tremendous amount of damage to pretty much anything he wants to switch in. So that's the team this week, guys. I know I kind of ran through it pretty quickly, but I'm busy. So, yeah, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Leave me any suggestions down in the comments down below. If you guys see something on the team you want changed or you think would work better, let me know, because I'm always looking for feedback. I always like knowing, you know, what I could have done differently, especially from someone else's perspective. It really helps me reflect on what I'm doing and hopefully helps me figure out new ways I can go about battling and hopefully picking up some W's, because I want to win. I really want to win. I love this team. It's so good. Oh my god, I love the team I drafted. So I really want to win with it. I want to really improve my battling skills as well. So that comes from suggestions from, you know, people in the league, people just watching. And I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop rambling. I rambled in my last video too, I don't know what's going on, but anyway, my name is Shoquafina. Thank you for watching. Again, like the video down below if you like it. Subscribe to make sure you get those battle videos. You get notified of those when they come out. And I'm out.